My platformer game was way too easy. It was basically a peaceful walking simulator without any tension. So I fixed it with 3 hazards. The first one are spikes. There's nothing special about them, they work just like in any other game. It's simply a static object that kills the player on touch. But let's stop right there and talk about the death effect. Without it, these traps would feel powerless and disappointing. I wanted to make them feel impactful, so I added this death effect and wow, it's so satisfying to watch. To be honest, I struggled with making the death effect because I didn't know how to make it look stunning, but I looked how other games do it and I stole, nah, just kidding. I took an inspiration from them. The black and white effect was inspired by Animal Well, and that star effect is from this game I saw on a YouTube tutorial. The rest of stuff like slicing the player or transition came naturally from experimentation. Speaking of textures, well, it was a pain. Seriously, I didn't know how to draw those spikes properly. I tried looking at how they look in Celeste, but my attempts to recreate something similar looked bad. I couldn't make them sharp and dense while keeping the crystal structure, but then my great friend showed me this reference and wow, something just clicked in my head and I finally managed to make the spikes look right. I also added this light border, I'm not sure if it looks better, let me know what you think, but I want to follow my general art style rules in this game, which is to make borders lighter than inside cores, so that's why it looks like this. Also, drawing this pose was painful and I'm still not happy with it. Or maybe it looks good, but I cannot judge it properly. I just couldn't figure out how to bend or twist the character like other games do to signal a hit. But let's go back to the traps. Next up we have the Sunblade. I've stolen this idea from Hollow Knight because it's such a cool obstacle. I mean, moving hazard adds more variety to platforming and create new challenges. Plus, it just looks awesome. Drawing this thing was also painful because I ran into some new challenges with animation. Naturally, when I started drawing, I just googled Sunblade pixel art to see how people draw it. Besides simple stuff like a circle with some blur, I couldn't figure out the logic behind the movement and I just spent full day trying different combinations and analyzing as many references as I could, and finally I noticed an essential detail. These shades with some gaps, so to speak, I don't know how to name it, but they add a motion effect and detail so the blade doesn't look plain. Oh, and I also added these sharp edges that appear for a few frames to make it look cooler, and now I'm really happy with the result. The cool thing is that this is saved as a line 2D, which means that I can just spawn a rail and set the points however I want and the blade follows it automatically. The movement mechanism is just a path 2D with the same point data as the line 2D. And lastly, the laser. I thought adding a laser would be cool because this thing can be manipulated to work like a barrier that you have to turn off, which adds some interactivity to a level. This laser is different from the previous traps because it's a shader, not something hand-drawn. But to make it fit the pixel art style, I added quantization to round everything to larger pixels. Through a process of trial and error, I found out that adding lines, a central energy beam and noise flowing along the line did the work. I added also these particles which make this laser look deadly, otherwise it would look like a static barrier. That's all for now, let me know what you think about those traps and see you next time.